Creativity is an addiction. It takes over your mind, your body, your soul. Sometimes you love it. Sometimes you can't even stand the smell of it. You try to break free of it, but then you call out its name again because it's like, oh, I've got to get back to my creative self again. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I write in a forest. I go into these forests to listen. What started at the Billy Graham Library in Charlotte, North Carolina, has evolved into a lifelong journey. Something is always moving through me. It's my calling. These aren't my words. These are the lyrics from Billy's Forest. Chapter number 290, November 30th, 2021. Does a tree that which scrapes the sky find its place in history, knowing it's no longer as tall as it used to be? I've been coming to McDowell Nature Preserve since 1985. It doesn't look anything like it did 37 years ago. We just walked by an area that was once very heavily overgrown. Tonight, it's amazingly clear. Here's the thing. Earlier today, while at the doctor, I learned that my body has lost another inch. Sure, it's hard to digest. I was once one of the shortest kids at the school. Looking at these trees in this forest tonight was through a different set of eyes. As tall as this forest appears to be, is it sinking? I remember the U.S. Forest Service telling me about what a drought can do to the lands around us. Once the rains return, the roots of the trees begin to shift. The height of what we believe never matches how tall we are in the public eye. Sadly, so many are judged by their appearance and not their knowledge and or experience. I don't remember my father shrinking. My mother has always been 12 feet high. In this forest tonight, God has given me a new set of eyes. Shrinking. Are we always shrinking? It reminds me of a poster that I once saw in a doctor's office where it shows a baby with its baby fat and its fetal position and stuff like that. And how we grow from that seed into a child, into a young adult, and then as we get older and we become elders of the neighborhood, what happens is we begin to shrink. And we begin to put on like the baby's fat again, and we go into the fetal position. It's almost like a full circle of life. And I sit here in front of these trees every day in this forest in South Charlotte, North Carolina. But on that particular day, on November 30th, 2021, I was at McDowell Park. And because I've been going there for 37 years and I have studied those trees for 37 years, it did shock me to learn that an area that was once overgrown was now gone. And I can't help but plant that seed in my own personal life, wondering what is in your life that once seemed overgrown, but now it's very clear. Did it open your mind? Did it give you more creativity? Did it give you a place where you could have enough space to become a deeper, heavier thinker? Those areas that were once overtaken, maybe your career owned it, and then things kind of thinned out with the career, and all of a sudden you had this new area where you could plant new things. Did you do something with it? Is there a spiritual growth inside of you? Is that too far? Is there that one moment that you would like to do something with it, but time won't allow you enough courage and confidence to go in and dig up what was once there? Those places, are they shrinking? And if they do shrink, and if you shrink and your back is shrinking and your legs are shrinking, what happens to the old you? Are you strong enough to walk away from where you once stood? Do you have the ability to see beyond where you presently stand? Learning to listen to the atmosphere of now is the greatest gift that you have always been given. Don't clog it up with areas where you go, well, it was once overgrown, now it's empty. I'm just going to let it sit there like an empty warehouse. You can't. Build. Bring it to life. Have the spirit to reach beyond self and get to others. That's the plan. I didn't plant it. A bigger universe did. If you feel like you are shrinking, locate newer ways to expand, to find your place in other areas that you wouldn't have had time to locate 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Grow forward, grow outward. That's actually a grow forward, grow outward. That is a daily mission to where you can find yourself in positions of better decisions. This is your opportunity to take a cleared space and become a stronger you, a more identified you, to find you inside of you. If you are shrinking and you know you are shrinking in the world of business, find your growth. Expand your imagination.